This is Mulligans and Hackers, powered by the 36 a day golf company.
All right, Mulligans and Hackers Golf, back for another episode 144.
Not soloing this week.
No,
Somebody got over their death illness.
yeah, I was dying, like legit dying. But we do have a week 9 Augusta National to talk about.
Augusta, and when this comes out on Tuesday, 2 days later, Masters starts.
Yeah,
Yes.
we're just around the corner.
When this episode comes out, I will be in Newfoundland
Yes, you'll be having a good time.
dealing with the snow that they're going to get, and
Uh-oh.
yeah, it's not supposed to be pretty, but
Well, first time in how long?
26 years.
Then you're heading back to the Rock.
Head back to the Rock for a week. It's a must for me. It's time. It has been. My parents have been moved back for God 6, 7 years now, and I haven't seen them in that long. And it's time for me to go back and touch the ground in Newfoundland and get myself centered again, so I can continue on.
When you get back, golf season will be in full swing, pal.
I and that You know what, I was thinking about that today. When I get back, literally, I get back on a Saturday. I think I could go. I will be able to go golfing on Sunday.
So you're coming back next weekend.
Yeah,
See,
yeah.
I'll be in Calgary. At my P2.
but you might be able to get 9 holes in during the week if the course opens next week.
Yeah, it's supposed to open Tuesday. They just pushed it back from Monday to Tuesday because of the weather.
Thursday looks like it's double-digit temperatures.
Yeah, so I might if things work well next week, depending on how busy we are, I might get away a little early and maybe get some golf in. We'll have to wait and see. I mean, that's always on tap, possibly.
We're there.
Yeah,
We're there, man. It's Yeah. I'm pretty stoked about it, and it'll be.
I'm excited that there's no more snow on the ground. I'm excited that it looks like spring.
It
It
does.
feels like spring. The golf
Well, you
courses
you
are
can
looking
you
pretty
can see that
green.
Mother Nature's trying to hang on with the miserable weather, but it's just not working out to her advantage now.
Yep.
So we're there, and we're going to be swinging clubs.
Golf season's here.
It's right here.
Oh God, I'm excited.
Me too, man. I can't wait to get going. Like you know what we've worked on over the winter with our sim league and the efforts that I've been putting in. I really want to see if it translates to the course this year, because I barring a couple of weeks, um, I played the sim league not bad this
Yeah. Yeah,
year.
no.
Even though right now I'm outside of the playoff spot looking in, but I look at I'm starting to look at the positives. My short game in the sim got better.
Yep.
I got more yardage off the tee box this year.
Yep.
So there was definitely some positives for me.
For sure.
So
It's just a matter to see now,
I'm looking to
does it
see now
translate?
if it translates, right?
So we've played up until this point, we've played every week we've played together.
Yes.
So
What?
funny story, we went
Okay,
down there to play this round, and it was crazy windy out that day.
it was.
Like
It was a hurricane
insane.
wind.
And we were talking about it as we're driving down to the course. I'm like, look at those power lines just bouncing back and forth. So we get down there, we get out of the or go to grab our clubs. My freaking hat, my brand new hat,
Yeah.
blows off my head. I gotta chase it halfway up the freaking ninth hole, go down to Cottonwood, grab it, go in. There's a couple guys finishing up ahead of us. So we put our stuff down.
And we're just waiting, like, because we're literally like 10 minutes early.
Yep.
We're just waiting for the two crews that are on. And I think Tanner was like, where was he?
Tanner was about halfway through his round,
And the other
and then
guys,
the other guys had one hole left.
yeah, right.
And then all of a sudden, all the power went out. And it stayed out for like we hung out for another half hour, 45 minutes. And
The guys went home. The two crews that were there were like, yeah, we'll have to come back later. And me and Chris, we hung out for a half an hour just in case it came back on, but there was no dice that day.
no,
And we had to reschedule our rounds. And
I think you went that same day later.
I did. I went in the evening
And I went on like Wednesday because
because
I was so busy.
because of your schedule, um, we didn't get to play this round or week 10 together. So it was individuals for the next 2 weeks.
Yeah, so we Augusta National. So how'd you do?
Augusta. And I mean, it's actually Masters week when this pod drops.
Yes, which is
So
crazy.
which is
It's unreal,
which is
actually.
kind of crazy. And it's my favorite tournament of the year. I'm actually going to be in Newfoundland. I'm not sure how much of it I'm going to catch. But if all the plans work out, I'll be back Saturday. I'll be able to catch the final round on Sunday. because I will be in no shape to do anything, probably because, jet lag and the 3.5 hour time difference between Alberta and Newfoundland is insane.
Yeah, that's something you're gonna never get used to.
But front nine at Augusta National, you know, uh, we've played this course before, haven't we?
Oh, several.
And not
This
terrible.
is like one of our favorites to play, even
Well,
though we're not playing in the MNP Cup, right? Because
yeah,
we love this course.
yeah. So, hole number one, par four, obviously. Didn't hit the fairway, didn't hit the green. Tipped into the ring to start off for a tap in par.
Nice.
I was like, oh, okay, hole number one. Hole number two, par five. Alvinator goes fairway green. And what did I do on number two? Oh, I put it inside the ring on my third shot for a birdie on number
Nice.
two.
So you're 1 under through two
One
already.
under through two.
Great start.
I was like, yeah, okay, I'll take that start at Augusta. Damn straight I will. Hole number three, par four. Didn't hit the fairway, didn't hit green. Two putted for a bogey. Back to even. Hole number four, par three. Didn't hit the green. Chipped on, missed my putt. Two putt for a bogey. Hole number five, par four. Hit the fairway, didn't hit the green. Chipped on, made my putt for a par. Hole number six, par three. Didn't hit the green. Same thing. I took a bogey. Hole number seven, par four. Didn't hit the fairway. Didn't hit the green. Boy, hitting fairways was a challenge for me at Augusta, and usually it's not.
No, and it's not like out of bounds is in play.
No.
It's just a little tight with some of the
So number
lines.
seven didn't hit the fairway, didn't hit the green, took a bogey. Number eight, par five, didn't hit the fairway, didn't hit the green, but I did one putt for a par.
That boy.
Hole number nine, par four. So what happened to me on number nine? Let's see
Go
here.
check.
Let's see. Alvinator. So I hit a great drive, 241 yards. What the hell did I do here? So I hit a good drive. I was 156 yards from the green. I put it to within 38 feet. 38 feet to the hole, I should say. I must have sculled the third shot. Because it
43 yards fairway. Yo, what did happen?
what happened?
Okay.
Because it took me, I hit fairway, I went fairway green though. Oh, it was number nine. Came off
yeah,
the
you came
front.
off the front. That's right. Yeah,
Second shot didn't get it up.
That's
Third shot put it long.
that's right.
And
Yeah, 'cause
Had
if you're just on, you're coming back.
had a 13-foot putt and left it a foot short first. A tapping give me double bogey.
Nice.
Or no, sorry, triple bogey.
Oof.
It was a 7 on number 9. I was going really good right until that fucking hole number 9. So I shot a 42. So that triple bogey put me at 8 over for the front. Not ideal. 42, right? 6-4, 36, 6 over.
6 over.
Sorry, 6
Yeah.
over. Put me 6 over on the front. With my handicap, put me at a 39. So 3 over. At Augusta, I was going to take that all day long.
Yeah.
Making the turn, I was still okay
Yeah, for sure.
for a good day. So
I got out there. I went rough and then hit another okay shot. Then took me 2 more to get on hole 1, which is a par 4, and then 2 putts for a double bogey to start on number 1. So got a little auspicious. My first tee shot, I yanked left, and I went down the left side. And then when I went to chip it, like I went down the left side, and I'm like, whatever, I can hit my approach shot down the left, and then I should be able to like have a shot at par. Worst case. Well, I didn't really hit a great chip shot on my third shot, and then I ended up with a double, of course.
Really start.
Sucked. Yeah, so I'm 2 over through 1. So hole 2, par 5. I end up end up getting a nice par out of it. I made a putt 12 feet for my par,
Nice.
which was
Nice.
excellent. Nice little saver there to keep me at 2 over through 2. Hole number 3, par 4. I hit the fairway, missed the green, but one putted for a par. Hole 4, par 3, missed the green, but one putted for a par. Hole 5, which is a par 4. Hole 5, which is a par 4. I hit my tee shot into the sand, and then I was 55 feet to the hole. And then somehow I ended up pumping it over and back. And I ended up making a double again, my second double in the front. So 4 over through 5. So hole 6, par 3, hit a decent approach shot. Chipped on, putted, tapped in for a par. Hole 7, par 4, hit a good tee shot, decent approach, 2 putted for a par. Hole 8, which is a par 5, hit a very poor tee shot, and then I hit my next shot 14 yards.
Yeah.
Yep. And then my next shot, I hit 187 yards. So then it got, after 4 shots, I was 42 feet from the hole. So then hole 5 or shot 5, I chipped on, and then hole 6, sorry, 5 I was short, 6 I chipped on, and then 7 I made a 6-footer for another double.
Oh, that's 3 doubles on the front.
3 doubles on the front.
So you're going into number 9 here.
Yep.
I had told you, because you played your round after
Yes.
mine, on number 9, your approach shot, get it past
Yes.
the pin.
Yes.
Because if you didn't get it past the pin, it's coming off the front because of that false front.
That's right. Yeah, I hit a 269-yard drive off the tee box, which was good. At 110 yards to the hole. I hit it 104 yards to the sand, so I was 13 yards to the hole. And then I chipped it deep. I was 11 feet to the hole. So I chipped it deep out of the sand. And then I putted 15 feet, which left me 4 feet left. So I was into the gimme circle. I was coming back at it, and I'm like, just don't go down the hill because you're gonna die.
Yeah.
So I ended up with a bogey. So I got out of the front with a really messy number. It was gross. A 43. So plus 743.
That is harsh for you.
Yeah.
When it comes to what your handicap in this right now?
1.
So yeah, that's
so 3 doubles and a bogey on the front. And the back is supposed to be harder.
Yeah.
So that doesn't bode well.
So I made the turn. I was in good shape. 6 over on the front, and I'm like, my handicap at this point was 7 because 7, I think, because of my nasty play at Sawgrass. So hole number 10, par 4, hit the fairway, didn't hit the green, tipped it on, and 2 putted for a bogey. Hole number 11, I don't know why this hole got me, but I didn't hit the fairway, but I hit the green, 2 shots. I 4 putted.
Oof. It doesn't happen very often.
For a double on number 11. Just brutal. Just brutal. I my third putt, I remember I hammered it through the circle. Like, wow. Just and it wasn't a difficult one, but I hammered it right through it, and I had to just I tried to make the next putt, but this is one of my lip outs that cost me the 4 putt. So 3 over through the first 2 on the back. Not particularly happy. Hole number 12, par 3, hit the green, 2 putted for a par. So we're playing bogey golf here on the back again. Hole number 13, par 5, I hit the fairway. I didn't hit the green. I chipped on, 2 putted for another bogey. Ooh. Hole number 14, par 4, hit the fairway, didn't hit the green. And 1 putted for a bogey.
Oh boy.
So go into number 15. Where's Amen Corner? 15. is it 12, 13, 14? Is Amen corner?
Yes. Yes.
So winning number 15, par 5, hit the fairway, hit the green, 2-putted for a par. Got out of 15. I was like, oh, sweet. Hole number 16, par 3, didn't hit the fairway, chipped it into the gimme ring for a par.
Nice.
So now I've par 2 in a row. Hole number 17, par 4, hit the fairway, didn't hit the green, and 1-putted for another bogey. So I like my short. I'll get into that. Hole number 18, par 4, didn't hit the fairway, didn't hit the green, chipped on 2-putter for a bogey. So I got out of the back with a gross 43. So that's 7 over on the back, 6 over on the front, 7 over on the back.
Yeah, so you're 7
for,
over.
for an 85.
So 13 over, but 7
with
over.
my handicap. With my handicap put me to 79. So my handicap was 6.
Yeah.
So 79 plus 7 for net for the day. I was actually happy with that. I knew I could have done better. But my short game, for some reason at Augusta here, my short game was not there. Like, you know how my chipping, like
Yep.
like the 20-yard chip, 25-yard chip, I'm really starting to feel that in the sim league.
Yep.
Right. I know where my club needs to get to on the clock to get that. It wasn't there. You know, I played better fairway wise and I hit more greens on the back. But if I didn't hit the green, I could not get myself into shape to capitalize on it.
Yep.
So plus 7 day at Augusta for me. I'll let you know where I finished when we finish up with Chris here for his back 9.
Yeah, so I started my back 9. I was 7 over in the front. So I make the turn, and
We need to see some birdies on the back here.
we need to see something. So hole 10, par 4, fairway, missed a green, 1-putted for a par. Hole 11, par 4, missed the fairway, hit the green, and I made a 13-foot putt for a birdie. So there's a birdie.
There you go.
Knocking one in.
Knocking one in.
All right, hole 12, par 3. I put it on the green, and then 2-putted for a par. Hole 13, par 5. I hit a couple really nice shots. This is the one where the water's kind of off on the left. You got to play. If you play it out to the right, you give yourself more opportunity. So I remember I put this one. I played to the center of the green, and I was looking at the putt because I went fairway green. And I was looking at the putt, and it breaks both ways. Like, I'm just gonna hit it at it, and hopefully it gets it close. Well, I ended up making a 35-foot double breaker for a birdie, and I'm just like, okay, I have no business making that birdie.
Back-to-back birdies, but a 35-foot putt.
Yeah,
that's
Yeah,
bullshit.
two birdies in 3 holes. So, instead of 7 over, I'm now sitting at 5 over through
bringing it back.
Yeah, through 13. So hole 14, par 4. Hit the fairway, hit a poor second shot, poor third shot, and then I chipped on and then tapped for a gimme. So I get one back there. I ended up bogeying 14. Hole 15, another par 5. I went fairway, green, 2-putt, par. Hole 16, par 3. I went green, 2-putt, par. Hole 17, par 4, fairway, green, 2-putt, par. Hole 18, par 4, fairway, green, 2-putt, par. So then I ended up on the back, which is crazy. So I have 7 over to the front. I had 2 birdies, a bogey, and 6 pars on the back to card a 35 on the back at Augusta.
You imagine
1 under.
You imagine if you went and played Augusta and shot that on the back 9 at Augusta.
Oh, that would have been ridiculous.
It'd be time to just shut it down. No, I'm good.
Oh,
I don't
have
to play this fucking game anymore.
Best round of my life on the back, and I was like, it was crazy. I had 11 putts on the back.
Wow.
And yeah, so I ended up shooting a +5 on my handicap. So I was I'm a +1 on the sim, so I was +5 on my handicap, which put me in 14th overall. which
See,
I was very, very happy
yeah.
with. And
Right.
I mean,
So after week 8, I finished 29th, which was inside because of the power outage here. They didn't update the standings, so
that's right. You had no idea what you
I
did.
didn't know where I was or what I was doing after week 8 because I had just finished inside of the playoffs, like the top 32. I was 29th in week 8, so I gained some points on some people, but I didn't know where I was in the standings.
There's no way to know,
right? So
and this one didn't come. This one didn't get posted until after we played.
So I didn't know where I was in the playoff mix here at this week, but I knew I had to finish decent.
Yep.
So I finished 22nd.
Yes.
Overall with the +7, right?
Yep. Yep.
So when I looked at the card, because again, I didn't know where I was, and I wasn't going to know until week 10, until after week 10, if I made the playoffs.
Yep. I remember we were talking about it. You're like, I wish I knew what I needed to.
Right. Going into week 10, I wish I knew what I. So I did a little bit of stats finding in week 9, and because I finished 22nd, I actually finished above 12 of the guys ahead of me,
which is huge.
So I knew I gained points on, and these are all double point weeks.
Yep.
So I knew I gained some points, and I got closer because at that point I think I was still in 35th.
Yeah, you were
right around there. So I knew I got ahead of some people. So I knew I was close to that top 32.
Yep.
Right, and with a 20, the top 32. So finishing 22nd in this one, I knew I was well inside of that 32, and that was going to get me closer to that 32nd spot and make it a playoff spot at this time. So I was actually like week 10. So foreshadowing week 10 at Shinnecock. Was it Shinnecock week 10?
Yep.
Last year at Shinnecock, I finished dead last, +23.
Yep.
So going into week 10, having to have a really, really good week 10 to guarantee a playoff spot, to make sure that I got in there, I was going to have a better showing at Shinnecock than I had the previous year. Like literally last place, there was 40-something people. I finished dead last.
Yep.
So I had to turn that frame of mind off, like just get middle of the pack type thing, get those points because it's double point weeks, and maybe I can creep my way into the playoff. But I wasn't going to know literally until after week 10.
Yeah. And I had to play. So, I mean, foreshadowing week 10, I mean, I played. So I just finished this round on the Wednesday night of the week. The following night, I went and played my week 10 because that weekend I was headed to Calgary for my P1. So, I mean, I played the round before you.
You did. And I went and played it that Saturday.
Yes.
In the morning, just grabbed a coffee and went to the course, and we'll talk about that one next episode. But right now, where we are, I was actually quite happy finishing 22nd, getting those points. Not knowing where I was a bit of a fucking pain because I wasn't going to know anything until after week 10. So
yeah, there's no help for you.
So I had to play well at Shinnecock in order to make the playoffs because I knew I was floating around there. But if I finished outside of the top 32 at Shinnecock, I'm not making the playoffs.
100%.
So big week coming up. A solid week 8 for me inside of the top 32. I finished inside of the top 32. Week number 9, I finished 22nd, well inside of the top 32.
Yep.
Double points. I'm crawling up the leader. I'm crawling into that last final playoff spots.
Yep.
And I'm happy with it. So
all I'm doing is just maintaining.
And again, I think I said it on the last week when I did the solo one. I'm like, Chris just plods along. He's always in there like the top 20. There's nothing outside of the top 20. So his playoff spot is pretty much guaranteed here, unless even if you finish last in the next 2, I think your playoff spot is secured. So I think I mentioned that in the last pod, but it was weird doing a pod solo.
Yeah, well, I mean, dude,
especially talking about like both of us, like, you know, but
I was literally on my deathbed. Like I mean, I said it to you earlier this week when I went into work, and I mean, I can count on one hand in the 8 years I've worked at my work that I've taken sick days.
I cannot, like, I know there's been days where you haven't felt well, but I cannot, in our long history of knowing each other, I cannot remember a time where you took extended days off.
Oh, not.
And I didn't even know, like, because I asked you about potting. You said, no, dude, I'm out. I was like, really? Like, he's like, you were like, you text me. I've been off since Wednesday. I was like, oh shit, snap. right? Like,
Well, I mean, when I get sick and it's like that, typically it's like a day or two and then I'm fine. But I just went into a shell. I basically lived on my couch to the bathroom, and just like whatever viral
yep.
infection and everything else is going around, just
Because
totally
the
torched me.
last long weekend, I don't know if it was February.
Oh
Like,
yeah,
well,
you
I got
sick.
sick.
Yep.
The Friday before the long weekend, I got sick. I spent Saturday, Sunday, Monday in bed. Went back to work because I wasn't death, but I carried that for like almost 4 weeks. Like just not feeling well, like really having to like fight through some energy issues and shit. Like almost 4 weeks.
Oh yeah, man. That it was like I said, I don't think I've ever been that sick in my life. I'm glad it's behind me now. And
Yeah,
I'm on
because we're
the up
getting
and
close to
up.
golf.
And
Dude. We're getting
oh
close
yeah.
to golf.
I was like, just go. Just leave me be. Thankfully it was on a downtime and everything in our lives, so it kind of worked out okay. But yeah, so that's week 9 at Augusta. Next up,
Week
the week 10, the
the
regular season finale.
and the probably Alvin's most important round of the year because I need a good showing in week 10 to get into that top 32.
Alvin's most important round of any of his MNP Cup years, actually,
Truly, yeah.
because you've
Yeah.
never
I missed the playoffs in the first year we played. I made the
so
playoffs
did I.
last year. Got put out in the first round by Mac. So again, I want to make the playoffs. And that's why we play. I mean, we play to go play every week, but making the playoffs is important for us.
Yeah.
And I want to do it. So I need to have a good week 10.
Yeah. All right. Well, catch you guys at the next one.
Later.